Hi, everyone. It's Donna DePonio, wine advisor with Wines for Humanity. And I am getting back into doing my Wine Down Wednesdays every other Wednesday. And I'm excited because we have several new wines to introduce. So anyways, I'm going to introduce one of them today. And it's called our Duca Bortini Nero Di Avola. And it's a 2018. And I always talk about the wines in terms of the 5 S's. So we will go through that again. And as you may recall, the first S is sight. So we take a look at the color of the wine because it's indicative of the age. So for reds, if it's more of a purplish color, then it's young. And if it's more of a red brick amber color, then it's an older wine. But typically today, most of your wines are young, and this is no exception. It's more of a purplish color to it, so it is young. It is a 2018. The second S is we swirl the wines, actually for 2 reasons. Number 1, it lets the aromas out. And number 2, there's these streaks coming down the sides of the glass referred to as legs. Now, these legs are actually sticking to the side and slowly making their way down to the bottom. I know it's kind of hard to tell on a video, but trust me. So that means that this is a heavier bodied wine. So if the legs did not stick and quickly fell to the bottom of the glass, and you have a lighter bodied wine, but this definitely has legs. So it is a fuller bodied wine. The third S is sniff. What am I smelling in this wine? Getting some herbal, cherry aromas. It actually almost smells like a blackberry pie. Ooh. Okay. 80% of what you smell in a wine is what you're going to taste in a wine, which brings us to the fourth S, which is sip. I'm getting that cherry, but I'm getting more of a black cherry. A little bit of plum, a little bit of a prune, and some licorice. So a little bit of what I smelled is a little bit of what I taste. It's got a lot going on in the glass. I love this wine. Anyways, let's talk about the fifth S, which is savor, meaning sort of meditating on what you've been experiencing in the wine. So let's talk about this wine. It is definitely a strong, full-bodied, fruity wine. The grape is Nero Di Avola, which, as I mentioned earlier, produces a very fruity wine. It comes from the southern part of Italy, Sicily. And take a look at the alcohol content on this. This has 14%. Yeah. So that's how you can tell a little bit about the body of a wine is through the alcohol content. So anyways, let's talk about food pairings, my favorite part. So if you wanted to do cheeses, any aged cheeses would go very well with this wine. So aged Gouda, aged Gruyere, aged Manchego, or any Parmesan type of cheese, Parmesan Reggiano or Grana Padano is also a nice cheese with this wine. If you're looking for more entrees, any game would go well with this wine. Again, you know, game is a heavy entree. This is a heavy bodied wine, so it's a perfect match. You could do rabbit, you could do wild boar, any grilled meats, both white and red, and then tuna would also be a nice pairing with this wine. So very excited because this is one of our newest wines, very fruity, very flavorful, goes with a lot of different foods. So if you want to learn more about this wine and actually try it, host a wine tasting. It is the best deal in town. You get 6 bottles of wine that you and I choose for only $65 plus tax. Good for up to 18 of your wine-loving, wine-consuming friends. And the best part is 9 to 12.5% off the bottle price will go to a charity of your choice. So we drink great wine for a great cause. It doesn't get any better than that. So to host your tasting and you want to try all of our new wines, message me on Facebook or email me vinodeponio@gmail.com. Thanks so much for sipping with me, and I will see you next time.